All right, hi everybody, John Meadows here. And if you wanted to try something a little different for your chest workout, I've got 3 exercises I wanted to show you today that they're not really staples, but I thought these might be some cool exercises you might want to try. The first one is we call these hex presses because we used to do these with the hex dumbbells. I'm using just regular dumbbells today, but these are really great particularly for people who can't feel their pecs contract. A lot of people tell me, well, my triceps take over or my anterior delt takes over. I always thought this exercise was really good, just feel your chest contract. I don't really see people do these a lot, every once in a while. So the first exercise I want to show you here, I really like it. It's called a hex press. So what you're doing is you're pressing the dumbbells together as you press them up too, and it creates a lot of tension in your chest. I think you all will really enjoy these if you haven't done these before. So I'm not just pressing up, I'm actually pressing the dumbbells together too, and I'm squeezing really hard. Okay, so just like that. So I don't want to see you just doing this. Okay, press the dumbbell together, lock it out, and flex. Just like that. Crazy contraction on these. Doesn't take much weight. These 35s are burning right now. Keep your chest lifted, okay? Flex. Now, those burn. Those are also good for your triceps too. You can, if you kind of change the mind-muscle connection on those, you can really flex and use your tris. But for today's purposes, we're doing those for chest. So that's your first exercise. Now, I would normally put these early in the workout. I'd put them either first or second. When I structure my chest training, I like for the first exercise to be an exercise where I feel a great contraction. I feel like establishing that mind-muscle connection early in the workout can only benefit you. So this is something that I would, if I was going to use it, I'd probably lead off the chest workout with it. So that's exercise number 1. Now, exercise number 2, I would typically put later in the workout. The way I structure my chest training is I'll usually find an exercise like the hex press that I can feel really well. Could be a machine press, could be a dumbbell press. Then I'll usually do a compound movement. Usually you'll see me do like a slide incline barbell or something like that. And then once I have a lot of blood in my chest, it feels really good. I've got in some heavy work. And then I like to use an exercise that really lengthens the muscle, that really stretches it out. That's how I prefer to finish all my body parts, by finding an exercise that really lengthens the muscle. And it's interesting too, we're starting to get some good research on how important that load is when the muscle's lengthened. But common sense, you got to use it at the right time. So if you start off your chest workout and you're doing a dumbbell fly with 100-pound dumbbells and you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, this is great, I'm strong, I'm using the lengthened position of the muscle, you're going to hurt yourself. So use some common sense here that you can't learn in books. Save the big stretches for later in the workout when the muscle's full of blood. So that leads me to my second exercise, which is a cambered bar push-up. So it's a real simple exercise. Essentially what we're doing is a push-up. Right now I have it on the hardest position. And basically go as low as you can go comfortably. And what you're going to notice is that as you do these week after week, actually not even week after week, as you're doing your sets, you'll notice you'll get a little bit more flexible as you go. So don't feel the need to be hyper flexible. Just go where your natural range of motion allows you to go. It's going to give you a good stretch. Now, I hesitate in telling you this because I don't want you to go too crazy, but you can also have someone give you a little bit of a push when you get to the bottom, a gentle push just to force that stretch. Those of you who follow me know I like to do those, occasionally do those painful force stretches, but this is basically what it would look like. So medium grip, don't go too wide, and you're just going to go down and get into the stretch. Now, this is my comfortable range of motion right now. Right there. And that's a good stretch. And now I can actually feel it loosening up. Now I'm touching the bar. Those are tough. We used to do these with chains on our back too. In fact, if you look back far enough in my archives, you'll see Antoine Vaillant doing these. We were doing these together with 5-6 chains on our back. Now, if you can't do these off the floor, never fear. You can set the bar up a little higher. Now this makes it a little bit easier. So now you can come down to here. Right there, great stretch. If that's still too hard for you, you still don't have an excuse, because now we can come all the way up. Just kind of work into it right here. So no matter how strong you are, you should be able to do these. And again, I really like to stretch. I just wouldn't start off my workout with these. I like for the bar to hit about lower pec. Those burn. So, cambered bar push-ups. That's your second exercise. I've got one more exercise I want to show you. All right, your last exercise, you may have seen me do these before. This is a pec minor dip. Think of your pec minor as kind of the opposite of your trap, right? Your trap can, one part of your trap anyway, not your all four parts. Your traps typically elevate your scapula. Your pec minor actually has this motion where it comes down. It's almost like a reverse shrug. So what we do here is we're doing a dip, but we're not doing a normal dip. We're keeping our arms pretty straight, and we're simulating that reverse shrug. So instead of going like this, you're doing the opposite. You're pushing down and flexing. And this muscle, like, I remember when I started doing these, I don't know how long ago, I'm gonna say 10 years ago, but I remember seeing my chest visibly look like it was sitting higher and it was thicker. And I started having a lot of other people do these, and they were amazed by how good they work. I think probably Perillo and Garanda all had versions of these in the past, so I saw somebody else doing these before. I think maybe Perillo taught us how to do these in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, you're just going to get into a dip position. You're probably going to want to have your hands a little closer, but experiment. So I like to have my hands a little closer, and these are not easy. Okay, so reverse shrug. Flex. Pick yourself up and flex. Now notice I'm not doing a dip, okay? Notice my arms are not really moving much. Those are really hard, but they really get that pec minor under there. That's a completely different muscle than your pec major. It has a completely different function, but it's a muscle. It can develop. If those are too hard for you, you can get in a tricep dip machine where you actually sit down, but instead of doing the triceps like that, just straighten your arms and push down the machine. We don't have one of those here at this gym where I'll show you. But that actually, if I had to say the most underrated chest exercise, that might be a topic for a whole nother video. That's probably my #1 underrated chest exercise. Again, when that pec minor develops underneath, I think it really adds like a full look to your chest. And I know a lot of people are kind of, they don't really think about your pec minor. But anyways, so that's your third exercise. 3, where would I put this in a workout? I probably wouldn't wait until too late when you're really, really tired. I'd probably put it pretty early in a workout, maybe first or maybe second. So I wouldn't save this one for the very end, because you might be so tired you can't hold yourself up. I've had that happen a lot, where I said, I want to throw in some pec minor dips, and I get over here and I can't even, my body's shaking where I can't even do them. So give these a shot, try them out. These exercises are never going to replace the basics, but they can be combined with the basics to give you an awesome chest workout. So I hope you enjoy the video. Comment below, let me know what you think. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'd appreciate it, and we'll keep on cranking out the videos. Thanks.